Alright, my next project, I've decided I'm going to mount my TV on the ceiling right above where it's sitting now. I wanted to mount it on the wall like I did my other two 42-inch TVs, but the window frame is basically right in line where the mount would go, plus being the types of mounts that are available for a 55-inch would basically put it too close to the door or too close to the frame. I'd have to reinforce the wall a little bit, but what I'm looking at doing is putting it probably right through the ceiling, and this house is over 80 years old, so basically there's already 1x4 ton and groove boards on the other side of this sheetrock, but I'm going to go up there with my friend CJ, and we're going to reinforce it with probably a 2x6 or maybe a couple 4x4s or 2x4s or a 4x4. We're just kind of brainstorming right now, but when the mount comes in, we're going to go ahead and put an extra board up there and get some lag bolts so it'll be able to hold the weight of this TV. So the mount holes on the back are pretty widespread. We're thinking they're maybe 600 millimeters, but yeah, so the mount that we're getting is going to be able to support a 55-inch TV, heavy-duty steel construction, and ordered it from Amazon, so did a lot of research on these and looking at the reviews. I'm glad people put reviews up on there because that helped me make my decision. So but yep, this is just the beginning phase, because one of the main reasons I'm doing this, I bought this back in October, and I've got a lot of compliments from friends and customers here in my home business, but the disadvantage with having a home business is you've got kids coming in here that like to run around like it's a playground, and are not attended by their parents very well, and they like to touch my TV and stuff like that. So that kind of irks me to no end, because this is a big investment for me, and I'm trying to protect it as best I can by so it doesn't get damaged. So by mounting it on the ceiling, this is hopefully going to do that. So I'll show you the kit when it comes in. Alright, I'm back up here in my attic, just trying to get some light up here to show you what we've done to reinforce the attic for the ceiling mount for the Vizio 55-inch TV. I had an old 2x12 sitting around, and just went ahead and cut it to shape. It was roughly about 17 inches in length, and just screwed it to using 3.5-inch screws to put them to the floor joists here, one there and one there, and got this other board in the way. I had stuff sitting on it, we had to move it out of the way, but yeah, we reinforced it with a 2x12, and it's barely see the screw. There's one screw there, but it is anchored in there pretty good, so this should definitely help. Plus I've got the 1x4 ton and groove up here for added anchorage for the holding the weight of the TV, which is only 90 pounds. It's not a lot, so this will definitely suffice. So now we're just waiting for the mount to arrive. Okay, finally, after about 10 days since I ordered this thing, it arrives from Amazon. This will be the mount that I'm going to be using for my 55-inch Vizio. So we'll get it off of the speaker there, and we'll be elevating it and mounting it from the ceiling. So we'll get started on this and show you the progress as it goes along. Alright, we got the TV covered, and listed the help of my friend CJ. He's getting the big lag bolt screws put into the ceiling here. It's kind of a pain. Cheap screws.
And number 2.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. This is going to be fun. We're going to test the weight of this bracket here with my friend CJ. He's going to hang from it. Make sure it'll support the weight of this 90-pound Vizio 55-inch TV. And yeah, he's airborne. It passes the test. And that's with the extra help of that 2x12 up in the attic for sure.
180, so.
You're 180? Oh man, I wonder if it'll hold my 240-pound frame. I don't want to tempt it.
I'm ready for 100 pounds.
Oh wow. Well, this is what is going to be supporting the TV. A flared end, like at a muffler shop. A little flare there. Yeah. I think it could have been designed a little better, but I guess it'll suffice.
That's only going to pick up the TV about 6 inches.
Yeah. There might be a start there. And of course the bolts aren't labeled very well, if at all, so you have to kind of guess you got the right ones. Yeah, it continues. Alright, got everything disconnected from the back of the TV, so now we're getting ready to put these mounts to the back and get ready to elevate it. Okay, so the brackets go on the back of the TV here, and that's another way to elevate it, it looks like. So these little discs there are for act as washers to anchor it on the back here. So little by little. All right, brackets are on, and we're about ready to lift it up. All right, it is elevated. We've used pretty much the full amount of holes because we got this thing pretty high to the ceiling, but that's about the best we can do. You know, we got an extension piece there, but didn't need it because of the it brings it just closer to the floor. But yep, we use the basically 2 remaining bolts, and you know the holes on the back here pretty much maxed out. So now we just got to take the base off, and yeah, based on the level, we are in there. So yeah, we're going to get the base off and hook everything back up. Well, we just dropped about 7 to 10 pounds right off of the TV with this base. So now we're just putting the screws back in the back so we don't lose them. But yeah, this thing is pretty much mounted, and now we just got to connect the cables, and we're going to check to see if we need to do any extensions because some of these cables may be too short. And we'll find out here shortly. Alright, we're pretty much reconnected. I've still got work to do on these cables. That's going to be the main issue I'm going to run into here, is trying to hide those. So I may wind up having to build some shelves, or I'll just probably get some tie wraps and do my best to try to hide those. But yeah, I had to move my electronic equipment up front because yeah, I did run into an issue with some of the cords. They were too short, and I just moved my center channel speaker to the lower shelf there. So this will work. I'll just have to finish everything up a little bit later, but yep, at least the TV is mounted. We are good to go, and I am very happy. Thanks for watching.